Hi, I'm Daniel, an 18-year-old student.
I'm Haiyan, Danny's mom. As an IT project manager, I've observed that many colleagues run to meetings with the phone, notes, gadgets, things piled up on the laptop, and sometimes...
That's why we invented KVICKIT, a highly elastic pocket you can stick onto the cover of a laptop within seconds.
So you can just put all things into KVICKIT. Now, you're ready to go.
On the backside of KVICKIT, we chose a type of adhesive glue that sticks firmly to the laptop cover. If you one day choose to remove it, it leaves no residue on your laptop. The loop makes it easy to open the pocket, and the insides of the pockets have different colors.
The KVICKIT pocket is super slim, and it weighs only 90 grams.
Now you have a free hand, well, to hold your coffee cup.
Or shake hands with your customer. It's that simple.
Please back our project. Share it with your friends and colleagues. We'd really appreciate it.
It's time to reconnect with your family and friends and have fun without being glued to a screen. Introducing Equilibrium, the perfect blend of family board game and physical movement, designed to bring balance back to our lives. Playing is easy. Players spin the spinner, take a card, and perform the pose shown. If they do it without falling down, they get to keep the card. Sounds simple, right? Then try with your eyes closed, balancing a bird in your head, or a duel with other players. They are Juan and Matthias. They have been playing sports and practicing yoga for more than 20 years. They are deeply concerned about the effects of sedentary lifestyle on today's families. So they work together to create a board game that encourages people of all ages to get moving and reconnect with their bodies and with each other. And Equilibrium was born. Equilibrium will get you up and moving and on your way to living a healthier, more connected lifestyle. Please back our Kickstarter and support us on our mission to help people everywhere unplug and reconnect. Together, we can do it.
A bike lock is a tiny item, but it's also insurance for your beloved bike. It's estimated that over 1.5 million bicycles are stolen every year. Over 40% of stolen bikes were locked when being stolen. No matter how strong your lock is, it's still not nearly safe enough. What you need is a proactive bike guard. ZIILOCK. ZIILOCK is the first foldable bike lock with fingerprint unlock as well as a smartphone keyless entry for your bike. You are the key to the next street. ZIILOCK is made of 6.5mm temper-hardened steel bars, 7mm diameter rivets, and anti-drilling components, providing the security of an U-lock with the flexibility of a chain. The 98cm unfolding length enables a wider protective range. Even cargo e-bike or fat-tired bike can be locked easily. The compact design makes ZIILOCK easily folded and carried in the portable lock case or your bag. The rubber surface coating also protects your bike's paint job. It uses an always-on Bluetooth connection with your phone, so your bike can be locked and unlocked with only the tap of a button. ZIILOCK is equipped with a sensitive motion sensor. It can detect any unauthorized actions and alert you right away. You can always keep an eye on your bike just like you are next to it, even if you are 100 meters away.
Hey man! ZIILOCK!
You can share a temporary code with someone, allowing your friend or family to use your bike or lock by their smartphone. ZIILOCK is embedded with an efficient lithium battery and low power consumption components, supporting long-lasting protection up to 3 months. When the battery runs out, you can still unlock it with a spare key. Now, after months of development, ZIILOCK is finally launched, and we need your support to make it happen. Thank you. You are the key to ZIILOCK.
Learning to play the guitar should be fun and rewarding, but many people find the process frustrating, expensive, and inconvenient. The JAMSTIK 7 has the features new guitar players need at a price point that's affordable. Loaded with 7 frets, the JAMSTIK 7 features a reactive touch fretboard, an optical string pickup, USB output, real strings, Bluetooth MIDI, and compatibility with lots of MIDI software across a number of platforms. It never needs tuning. It uses your iPad, iPhone, Mac, or Google Chrome to generate sound, and it already works with more apps than we can keep track of. Our JAMSTIK-enabled software allows you to work on your skills anywhere, anytime, faster and more enjoyably than other guitar instruction solutions. The JAMSTIK is the only product that detects and displays your finger placements in real time, so your in-app lessons are easy to follow and accurate. We've even designed play.jamstik.com for Google Chrome so users on nearly any device can log in and learn new chords and scales, updated regularly, so you'll be excited to connect and play. You can learn and practice on your terms with the JAMSTIK 7. We've seen users play chords in minutes with the JAMSTIK, and its portability can turn just about any environment into a practice or lesson studio. You can use the JAMSTIK with tons of great third-party software like Soundtrap, the web-based DAW for collaborative music making, at home or on the go. Create and record tracks in GarageBand, built for iOS and Mac. The JAMSTIK 7 is also great for classroom use and provides an easy way for teachers to enhance their music curriculum and encourage self-directed learning.
What is the essence of creativity? What makes some people more creative than others? Is it upbringing? Is it the genes? Is it the training? How's the combination of all those factors? So me and a colleague of mine, Morten, we have been working for, almost 8 years on cognitive training for creativity. So we have tried to build training programs that can make people more creative. And what we saw was behavioral change is super complex. So one thing is to make a successful training program, but the problem is to actually make sure people maintain whatever habit you teach them. Normal people, when they concentrate on a task, they get a lot of activity in the front, but they decrease the activity in the back, because the back produces sort of random stuff. Super creative people, they do the opposite. So when they activate in the front, they actually have more activation in the back, which means that even though they are concentrating on the task, their brain is still firing information you haven't asked for, you haven't consciously requested it. So we've been looking into different biohacking methods we could use to support the training programs. And then we've been following this technology that we use, TDCS. The only thing you need to do is get it right. So I have a big head, so I need it on full size. And then it has 3 electrodes. It has 2 in the front, 1 in the back. So I'll just put it on now just for the viewer. This is just to ensure that it's correctly placed. And then I use my phone to activate it. And then I can direct the current from the headset to go in and out of these 3 electrodes. And what happens, if you think about sort of my brain, is where the current goes into the brain, that area has better circumstances for working. So I can dictate more potential here, less potential there, more here, and I can move that around. So that's the basic idea, that I can actually play a program for my phone that activates the headset to send currents in certain patterns that supports my brain in doing certain operations. And so while we are doing lab studies, and we have to do lab studies of course, we're also trying to move the technology out to the users. And we do something we call crowd science, and we can also do reporting. So if you use this at home, then every session you do, we ask you to feedback. What did you do? Did it help? Did it not help? What did it help with? And that's what I'm interested in, is seeing how it works in the real world. There are a lot of jobs computer can do better. So we have to focus on the things that we can do better, and so far that's creativity. Prosperity has a lot to do with being truthful. It's about actually pursuing something and having the outlook and actually living towards something more than the goal of something in itself. So it's this, all the cliches about doing what you do now in a good way because you have an idea about where you're ending up. I think to me would be the philosophical part.
Meet PLATOWORK, a wearable designed to optimize your cognitive performance. Your brain is a network of natural electrical activity. PLATOWORK uses a safe and well-known technology called TDCS, which adds small electric current to help you accelerate processes such as learning, focusing, and creative problem solving.
I've been using the PLATOWORK headset for half a year now. Everybody who works with knowledge-intensive tasks are going to benefit. I did notice almost immediately that as soon as I started using the device, I was able to settle into a deep level of work.
As a student, you have more room to procrastinate, and I think that is where PLATOWORK really makes a difference for me in terms of staying motivated and energized throughout the day.
This might sound like science fiction, but actually it's just science. I'm Morten.
And I'm Balder. We have created PLATOWORK, a neurostimulation device that uses TDCS to optimize brain activity.
And when conditions are right, the human brain has the power to do the most incredible things. However, with the world we live in today, almost everything around us is designed to steal our attention, and it's becoming increasingly difficult to perform at your best.
PLATOWORK helps you to get into the right mindset when you need it. The headset is controlled by an app which offers 4 different modes. Learn increases neuroplasticity and helps you to remember new information. Concentrate turns down spontaneous thoughts and increases attention so that you can focus on your task. Rethink releases neural inhibition when you're stuck and lets you see things from a different angle. Create stimulates a different thought pattern, which makes it easier to form new ideas.
Research with neurostimulation has actually been around for more than 20 years, and well over 4,000 studies have already demonstrated that it's a safe and effective way to optimize brain activity. But until now, the technology has been reserved by experts in elite settings, such as military training, pilot education, and research labs at top universities. Balder and I first discovered neurostimulation 10 years ago while we were doing our PhDs together. And we made it our mission to make this incredible technology easy and accessible to everyone.
And now we're finally ready. After 4 years of test and development in close collaboration with our users, we're proud to present PLATOWORK.
Depending on what kind of task you're engaged in, the natural electrical activity in your brain is increased in specific neuronal networks. PLATOWORK uses TDCS, which works by applying a weak current that affects the electrical potential in your neurons, making it easier for them to fire. That way, PLATOWORK can boost natural activity and strengthen neural processes in the regions of your brain that are responsible for higher cognitive functions. What it cannot do is make your brain behave in a certain way. Only you can control your brain. But it can help you in doing so, and over time build stronger neural pathways.
We have already produced, sold and shipped 2 earlier versions of the headset, now used by hundreds of people around the world. And their feedback has been vital in helping shape this final product. In our lab, we can show up to 33% increase on cognitive tests. While this is of course not directly transferable, we're excited to start seeing the effects for users in the real world.
At the moment, PLATOWORK is based on what our brains have in common. But over time, and with enough users, we'll also be able to account for the differences. And that means that we can customize the stimulation to your brain, and at the same time contribute to the scientific understanding of how the brain works.
That's why we're asking you to support our project and help us take the next step, to scale up production of PLATOWORK and make neurostimulation available to you and the rest of the world.
Join us in moving the frontiers of neuroscience and unleash the full potential of your brain.
As an engineer, I have to travel around. I pretty much always fully load my luggage, but I never like carrying weights. Well, particularly going on a slope like this.
In this modern world, we have technology to help. So why do we still waste energy dragging weights around? I've tried those motorized luggage like the Ride-On and initially even built my own robotic luggage, but like many others, I can tell you they're more like toys and impractical for carrying weights in real life. It seems no one have a proper solution. Until now. After endless hours of research, design and development, we finally made a breakthrough and developed the perfect electric weightless system that runs on a pair of large off-road anti-puncture tires. The weightless effect only happens when the center of gravity to the rotation axle is close to 0. This naturally shifts all the weight onto the motor wheels rather than your arm. The problem with dragging a normal luggage is the weight leaning to your arm and makes it hard to control. So this is why the SUPERCASE has an interesting U-shaped side-forward design which allows it to move without dragging. No more dragging with the SUPERCASE means it can be easily operated by any age, and whether you walk or run or up a slope, the feeling will always be completely weightless. It also lets you have close control of the luggage to safely cut through the cloud with unbelievable maneuverability on any terrain. Additionally, SUPERCASE has all the smart luggage features like Bluetooth auto locks, GPS locator, digital scale, USB charging ports, and most importantly, we use IATA and FAA approval batteries, and the power pack can be removed to use as a power bank to charge your mobile device. SUPERCASE is super tough. The body is made of 100% polycarbonate and fitted with a strong aluminum frame, so it is very durable. In fact, everything we used is top quality to match the highest standards of the luggage industry. What you see in this video is a production-ready version. Me, my family and friends are already using it right now. And with the completed design, ready-made toolings, we are ready for mass production.
Now it's time for the luggage industry to evolve, and the SUPERCASE is leading this change. Don't be left behind with the old perceptions of traveling. Come and back us on Indiegogo to be part of this weightless revolution. SUPERCASE is ready! Are you? See you soon.